Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 tips on how to be consistent. I thought this was so huge and so important because if you have trouble being consistent and trouble showing up, these tips will help you. If you pick one or all 4, will be a game changer in your life. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, as always. Let's get right into the video. Tip number 1, take it easy. What do I mean by taking it easy? I want you to start small. Tell yourself and start doing things that you absolutely 110% know you will be able to accomplish and do. For example, let's start with the gym. Do I see myself going to the gym every day this week? Is that something that I can stay consistent with? If that's not a realistic goal, which for most people who start off at the gym, it's not, tell yourself, I'm gonna start going to the gym 1 time a week, right? That is something that can be formed over time. Then once you realize you're able to start and stay consistent with 1 day a week, move to 2. Same thing goes for doing something, like maybe you want to start reading more and you keep saying you're going to read soon. Start small and take it easy. What do I mean by this? Okay, set a 5-minute timer, even 1 minute, 1 minute a day. Set a timer for 1 minute, and oftentimes once that timer goes off, you're like, I'll just keep reading a little bit longer, I already started, and then you continue. And then next week you can do 2 minutes, and then it's just that mental aspect. Some days you're gonna read 1, and some days you're gonna say screw the timer and you're gonna keep reading. But that's what we want, to build that consistency, that consistent showing up. We form that habit by starting small. Tip number 2, start a planner. What do I mean by this? Notes app, you can use an app on your phone, you can use a paper calendar. I have a paper calendar, and have it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, and you write down and squeeze in the things that you need to get done and sticking to the schedule. You're making a schedule, so then that way you can stay consistent with the things you need to do. Fill in the big things and put in the small things. Prioritize the things that we really need to get done. So once we write it down and we visually see it, the next time we're making plans, it's like, oh, I have this free day. Oh, wait, no, I don't have this free day because I'm going to be reading this day, because I've told myself I'm going to start reading, and that's the day I'm going to do it. But if we don't have a planner to hold ourselves accountable for that, then where you just tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna read on Thursday, and then some friend says, hey, do you want to go out on Thursday? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go on Thursday. But oh, you said you were gonna read on Thursday, but you didn't write it down. So you didn't visually see and write down in your calendar, because next time someone asks you to hang out on Thursday, you're gonna open up and be like, oh wait, I'm reading on Thursday, can we do Friday? And it's just that mental shift in your mind that almost tricks the mind. So we need to make sure that we're having a planner or a calendar where we're scheduling in things to stay consistent and be on top of things. Tip number 3, reward yourself. Every time you've noticed that you stuck to what you said you would do and been consistent, reward yourself. Doing your homework every day, or getting your work done in the office, or checking the emails that you said you wouldn't, that you would get to and you eventually didn't. Maybe once you get all that done, you go out to the movies with your friend, or you make your favorite meal, or you go to the store, or you get your favorite coffee, or reward yourself with coffee, or driving home listening to your favorite song. Whatever it may be, reward yourself. So then that way it will keep you wanting to do it more and more. For example, the gym, what keeps people going is the intrinsic reward. Intrinsic reward is a self-fulfilling reward, which means, for example, once you go to the gym, you often leave feeling really good. So that's what keeps you coming back. But an extrinsic reward is something that is external. So like coffee, or hanging with friends, or social interactions, something that's making you laugh, something that's making you feel good from the outside, right? So that makes us happy, music, whatever. So we want to make sure that we're incorporating both intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. Oftentimes when you start building a nice habit like reading, you're feeling an intrinsic reward because you gain more knowledge, and then an extrinsic reward would be like, okay, now I can go make my coffee, right? So we want to try and find both of those so we get double the reward. Tip number 4, forgive yourself. This is huge. Any consistent person, any disciplined person isn't consistent and disciplined all of the time. Things happen in life, unexpected things, and sometimes we need a second to recoup, recover. Some Shocking things may happen in a week, in a day, and we can't get to what we need to get done that day. Do not be hard on yourself. Unexpected things happen. It's life. Just get right back into it the next day. Right back into the battle. Do not be so hard on yourself, because once you're hard on yourself, you start to have doubts and thoughts such as, you know what, I'll just start next month, or I'll start next week. Like, no, start tomorrow. Forgive yourself, move on. You're human, and get right back into it. Forgive yourself, give yourself love. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. You're a human. You're not a robot. Things happen, and get right back into it. Everything's fine. You got this. Don't stress. Also remember, consistency does not mean perfection. It does not. Consistency is progress. Consistency over perfection. Tip number 5, breaks. Make sure you're giving yourself a break. Don't just fill up your schedule of things that you need to do. Because if you start to burn yourself out, you're not going to be able to stay on top of everything. You need to schedule breaks for your mental state so you can do the things that you've been consistently doing, full potential and full attention. You don't want to burn yourself out. Rest days are huge. Rest days are important. So we also need to be consistent with making those rest days. For everything, for our mind, decluttering our space, our mental state, our physical state, stretching, all of it. We need to do that. It's huge. I hope this video absolutely helped you in one way or another. If you loved this video and it helped you, please make sure you share it with a friend, family, or loved one, because if it helped you, I know it can help a million other people. Have a wonderful day/night, and as always, remember to be 1% better than you were yesterday. Have a great day.